I've taken on the rehab of an entire house. And we've got a few weeks to finish it before the homeowners move in. I knew it. There used to be something really cool here. So there's no room for error. One shot. I buy and sell houses, but I'm not your average flipper. Oh my God! Why in the hell would you cover that up? I just want brick. I don't just renovate, I restore old homes to their former glory. Screaming like, make me pretty again. It's day and night. There's always one last door. Which is not easy when you're a single mom, but I'm making it work. My name is Nicole, and I'm addicted to rehab. I've been hard at work on a new project, rehabbing this entire house. The homeowners are getting married at the end of the month and need to move in. So I'm under the gun to get everything finished. First, we cleaned up the yard to add some much-needed curb appeal. Then we lost the tassels and track lighting in the entryway, restored the original front door, and brightened up the front porch. Next, I'm going to tackle the living room and bedrooms. Let's just get this stinky carpeting out.
Agreed.
We want to cut it into small pieces.
Okay.
So that when we take it out, we can roll it right up. We're going to duct tape it. I'm just going to slice it, and then you just pull it back off the tack strips like that.
Okay.
So just roll it as tight as you can from that way. All right, so I'll just keep slicing.
Okay.
It's probably a good $1,000 at least worth of carpeting in here. I hate carpeting. It's gross, it stains, and it collects so many bad things. Oh, damn it. I knew it. Oh, there used to be something really cool here.
What do you think it was?
Probably.
A partition or something?
Yeah. Okay, so what used to be here was the wood. When it came out to here, it did a jog. And then it came up. Probably had like a pillar or something separating the because I knew that you wouldn't just have this open dining room and living room. So you have to get all these staples out, because if they hit them with the sander, it tears up the sanding pad.
Okay.
It should be running the same direction. Just make sure you get them in the little box. And then just like this. What we don't want them to do is break, because we don't want them left in there. It's very monotonous. The nice thing is, there's like a whole 200 this way, and they're all around the perimeter. So go directly on it, squeeze it, and try it. There's a couple right there, so there you go, straight up. We got it. Don't snap yourself. Maybe you just cook dinner and have Adam do this one, because I always have leftover paint at projects, and as long as it's light enough, I can take it and retint it, make any color I want. But that's the plan today, because I have tons of leftover paint, and I need some wall colors. Hi. Hi. I don't like this color, and I got tons of it. So rather than it go to waste, take it back to your paint store and have it tinted. So the rule of thumb is, though, when you do light colors, they all have a light base. If I was going to do a color like this, then I would use a dark base. So I can't take this light base color and make it that color. That won't work. So the only way I can reuse this color is if I stay in a light color still, which is good, because that's what I'm doing. The one color I always use is Ancient Stone. There it is. So we can make that color? Should be okay. Okay, cool. Let's try it. It's shaking the whole place. I'm not going to shake. I'm not shaking. This is like sitting in a blackjack table. Do I pass? Let's leave it as it is. That's easily $150 worth of paint. I got new, unique colors. I reused the paint I had. And hopefully it looks good. Thank you so much for your help. The mirror doors are out of the way. So now I can get rid of all this 2x4 framing. And that's it. This is one of those things I see a lot. These old homes, this was built in 1920. Closet space wasn't even a thought. So they built this big, huge closet, but you ended up losing 3 feet of room. And there's a pretty healthy closet back there already. So I'm gonna rip it out, add some more room to this room. When all else fails, just unscrew everything you see, give it a good kick, and then eventually it should all fall out. What would be the smart thing to do here? Possibly remove the poles. Let's see. Oh, they don't remove. All right. I think my favorite part of this entire house may be this stuff. this wall too much because it's plaster underneath this, and the better demo I do, the less patchwork I have to do. Maybe I'll be doing a little bit of plaster. This room all of a sudden feels like 5 feet bigger, and it's not. This closet was just taking up a lot of necessary space. Now I just get this nasty carpeting out of here, and it'll be good to go. Just peel this on out of here. And my hardwood floors are in perfect condition under here. This is me happiest. There's a pile of crap, and I ripped it out. I still see the shadow of where whatever built-ins were here when the house was original. I need some room dividers, and these things are not in great shape. It's a busy day at the Fremont project, and the house is full of workers.
It's just a little too big of a patch for just doing it with mud. All right.
So I tore out this closet, and now there's just some patchwork to be had. The ceiling texture's still all in shape, so I'm just gonna give it a good scrape. I just don't want it to look like there's a seam here, so I just need to get all this excess caulk and adhesive off. Make sure it's a smooth surface, and then I'll repaint it. Last section of this horrible closet. That wall needs some paint. That right there, that's a custom color. Cost me about $4 a gallon to retint all those. Completely worth it. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Paul.
Ready to get to work?
I'm ready to get to work.
Okay. What do you think you'll get started on this morning then? Right away.
We're going to start off with the board repairs.
Okay.
Get that equipment in and out of here,
Okay.
and then start sanding.
All right, good.
Sometimes you got to cut in new seams so that you don't have to run old wood 8 foot out into the existing floor and have a repair maybe not match. We create seams that match kind of the seam pattern in the floor, and then put the old wood in a fashion that you won't notice it. Kind of blend it in as best as possible.
Room now. We took the carpeting out, we redid the wood, and I still see the shadow of where whatever built-ins were here when the house was original. I was hoping that when we did the floors, it would all sand out, but it didn't, and I was just gonna leave them, but I feel like the room needs more. So I need to find something to put back here. Something that's like 28 inches. I think this is about a foot. Gotta be able to find something salvaged. Door locks get dirty. There's a lot of gunk buildup on this lock set. So I'm simply going to take it apart, give it a good cleaning, so that all the mechanisms work properly, because right now it's sticking. To replace this lock set, easily $100. So by just taking a few minutes, taking it apart, cleaning it, it'll keep on lasting forever. Your actual keyhole just twists out. This is a cylinder. These are what, if you lose the keys to your house, you don't have to buy the whole new set. They can actually rekey this for you, or you can replace it. There you go, and just as I thought, just a bunch of gunk. This is one of those projects that you don't want to get up in the middle of and go do something else, because you're not going to remember where everything goes. I always suggest taking a picture of it before you start taking all these pieces out. It's all dirty. That's what's been sticking. So whenever you take apart these old mechanisms, you always want to use a graphite spray, because this is actually a dry spray. You just have to be careful because it gets all over everything. Alright, that should do it. Back together. Perfect. Much better. Much better. Door actually functions now. So I left the city of Minneapolis today. I'm in St. Paul. This is huge. Somebody told me about this antique shop over here. I normally don't do them because usually antique shops, everything's in good shape, they're refinished, and most of the time everything is expensive. But I'm here for these. I need some room dividers, and these things are not in great shape. The heat from them sitting outside, the paint is literally popping off here. Let's check out what else they got going on inside. This is the coolest thing ever. We collect snow globes, but we don't have any antique snow globes. I didn't even know there's such a thing. I'm gonna need a cart. I've never seen an antique snow globe. I love estate jewelry too. That stuff is very cool. Old radios are another one of my things. I have these all over my house. I think I found my new home. Okay, so I think the only room dividers you have are the white ones out there?
Yeah, come to the old ones over there. The tall old ones.
These are what my house needs. But I like the painted ones. So what were you thinking on these white ones out here? You gotta strip those babies.
They need to be repainted.
Alright, so what are you thinking?
We're looking at like $320 for the pair. Look at how easy that comes off.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think? Can we do 300 out the door?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I will take these then. Well, let's do a deal.
All right, sounds good.
These tops are a mess. I might just end up making some new ones. My neighbor Bill just happens to be a skilled carpenter, so I've asked him to come over, help me out with these buildings. It really takes two hands and it takes two minds that know old houses and know how to adjust these just right so they look original.
Do you want a tabletop it like this, or do you?
I think it's easier like this because it's just all falling apart. Woohoo! Just doing a script. I think you want to walk in and see the glass.
What about from this side? Because what they're gonna have up against here is they're gonna have a chair.
You're gonna have a TV.
Something. So that's gonna be blocked anyway. So if we reverse these,
I think you're right. That just upped the ante in here tenfold, you know? Look at it. I like it. I think automatically now, the room's divided. Now you feel like you have a living room, formal dining room. We've taken the dining room up a level because now we have these cool glass doors. Alright, well I guess I have stripping hell. Yay! Just what I wanted to do, more stripping. The best part about these cabinets is they were sitting outside in 100-degree sun for like the last week. So a lot of this top layer of paint is literally just peeling off. Whenever I strip something, I want to get as much off as I can with a simple scraper real quick. Because however many layers of paint you have, it's probably how many times you gotta do layers of stripper. What we can tell is that these cabinets were never stained. If they had been, we'd be going through a layer of polyurethane, a layer of stain, and they weren't. So I'm just gonna take it down to the finest layer of paint or bare wood and paint it again. So with the sanding, I'm not stripping all the paint off here. As long as it's a smooth finish, take this coat of paint nicely. No more uneven paint now. It's not bare wood, but it's still a smooth finish. And now, when I paint it, it'll look like one layer of paint. These tops are a mess. I might just end up making some new ones. So I haven't got all the paint off, but just enough to give me a very fine finish. Now I'll put a nice clean coat to match the trim paint in the rest of the room, and they'll look like they're originally here. One, it's ugly. Two, it's ugly. That's it. It's just ugly. There's no reason for it to be here. I feel like a car mechanic today. Finally. The ceiling fan dilemma solved. We'll put it outside and somebody will take it home. Now that the ceiling fan is gone, I can install my cool vintage chandelier. There they go. I always leave a lot of extra wire on these chandeliers because if you move from house to house, I like to take a lot of my chandeliers with me. And this is a pretty low ceiling here. Most ceilings would be higher, and then you'd need more chain, and then you'd have to rewire if you did not save that wire up there. Let's give it a shot. Put the rest of my bulbs in. Now these bulbs cost about $1 a piece. They're not the cheapest thing, but they burn for about 1,500 hours a piece. Alright, let's give this a try. Ooh, I like it. That looks cool.
So Nicole, what are we looking at doing?
In order to make these things symmetric, we need to rip them down so they're the same size. And the great thing is we only got one shot. One shot. Alright, Bill, we got it all cut apart?
We do, but what we have to do is we need a cleat.
Building a cleat for something is basically big language for just building a support for it to hook to, because right now we can't put this thing right up against the wall because there's nothing back there. So we built a cleat, and then our fabulous cabinet will just sit flush against that. That cabinet's not going anywhere now.
Now the cleat was attached so that it would fit in this channel. So always making sure that it fits.
The built-ins are in. The cleats are doing their job. Put the doors in, some finishing touches. Now it's just a matter of building the tops. 50 minutes to buy a house. Let's see if I can do it.
There's 18,000.
The living room is so much brighter now. I'm always looking ahead to what's next. So today, I'm headed downtown to check out a tax auction. There's a property I might be able to get for a low, low price. All right, 50 minutes to buy a house. Let's see if I can do it. You can literally get a $100,000 property for, $20,000 in taxes.
Property ID 06119. The minimum bid price is $16,000. Will anyone bid $17,000? 422, 18,000. Their bid of 19,000. Will anyone bid 21,000? We have 25,000 in the back center. 26,000, gentlemen there. 37,000 bid. Looking for 38. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
So the property I came for, it's funny because it went for like 3 times what the minimum bid was, and that's really what I came to check out. And personally, I didn't think that that particular house was worth that much. Hopefully my car didn't get towed. I put 4 quarters in it, but you never know. The last thing I have to do in this room is finish up the room dividers.
We need to put tops on it, so right now I'm working on that.
That's good. My plan originally was just to paint these the same color as the trim, but it's very hard for me to paint wood. And the other thing is that now there's one piece of trim in this entire room that was left non-painted and it's stained, so I'm going to tie this in to the doorway. I think the things that people love most about old houses, number 1 on the list is anything that's built in and custom made, and now these little scrappy things that I found look just that. The living room is so much brighter now. It just needed cosmetic changes. The maple floors were under here. The walls really just needed to get rid of that peach color. And floor-to-ceiling curtains really open up this space. My favorite part in the dining room was adding the built-ins. There needed a defined space between these 2 rooms. They're the right size, the right look, and just adding the stained top to tie in with the one bit of original woodwork that hasn't been painted in this house. I love it. And the bedroom was nothing special. Had a really bad paint color. The floors were orange from years of the sun just beating on the oil-based poly. But what I wanted to create was a master bedroom. I picked the darker color just to give it a really rich feeling. Refinish the hardwood floors. I love the contrast of the dark walls, the light floors, and adding the chandelier just gives it that extra little touch. And now this little tiny room has this really cool focal point. Taking this closet out, it was nothing more than a bunch of 2x4s and the mirror doors. They had left the original baseboards. The closet within the closet was still there. The ceiling was untouched. A little bit of patching, painting, and here we have a really nice space now. Next time on Rehab Addict. They're getting married in a couple weeks, and they want to be able to move in here.
You hungry?
No.
The ceiling's sloping.
The toilet's going to be too big. It never fails.